leader of a team is a guy that's the best and has never been the best player on his professional team.
Who has never been the best player?
You. Never. On no NBA team have you been the best player on the roster. Not once.
I've been the second best.
Not once.
Second best.
I've been every single year.
But you never played pro.
From the moment I was playing
basketball. You never played pro.
From the moment I picked up a ball at 10 years old, I was always the best player on every team I played on.
So I was the best player on every single team I played on.
No, you weren't.
For NBA.
Exactly.
Except
Where
for the
it matters.
NBA.
What we talking about?
So you've never played in the WNBA.
We're talking.
So what are you even talking about? You never made it. You never made it to the biggest league.
Listen, when
so what are you even talking about? You never made it to the WNBA.
You don't think I could?
So you never could have been the best player in the WNBA because you never even made it. So what are you even talking about?
I didn't have to.
What are you talking about?
I went overseas.
So
I made way more money.
So what are you talking about?
More time. And
what are you talking about?
I think y'all should just go on a date.
For what?
Let's just go on a date, talk this out on the
You don't even like black girls.
This is your word. It's your word. It's not my word. What are you talking about? What you talking about? That ain't what you asking me for a date. What you talking about, Gil?
All right, we're going.
Who's working mine?
What you talking about?
We're gonna call timeout. We're gonna call timeout.
Who's working mine?
I don't know.
Exactly.
We're gonna call timeout.
Don't be putting it on me, bro. Nigga talking about some date, nigga. What you talking about?
The Doritos we're tasting.
They think it's
They want a date, yes or no?
He don't even like black pussy. Why would I even?
Date or not? This is
a date.
Let's keep this shit moving and shaking.
Put it on chat.
Come on, man.
Leadership, please.
We're talking about, I need you to be the leader of your star player on this show.
By example, I got Doritos. I'm trying to get the sponsors.
This is shit I be talking about. Y'all niggas is sitting back and think it's shit's cool.
I'm trying to interject. I'm trying to interject.
I'm gonna defend you when you disrespect.
I'm trying to interject. Let's keep this shit moving.
When you disrespect.
My nigga.
No.
All right, move on. Move on.
Let's
move on.
Hey, I told y'all niggas
Move
about
on.
this shit.
I just told y'all niggas about this shit.
Let's move on.
What he told y'all about it?
Move on.
Let's move on.
Nothing.
How about the Knicks? Everybody like the Knicks?
We got 8,000 in the arena right now.
Whatever.
Move on.
I won again.
Let's talk about.
Wait, first of all, one again.
See?
The vote.
Gil?
That was the first vote.
That was the second one, the crying one. Ha. Keep up.
But we also question this chat and their toughness.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
It's going to be like 80% they go on a date. Underdog's going to pay for it.
No, they wouldn't. I'm not going.
Underdog's going to pay for it.
All you gotta do is use promo code Gil's Arena. And you got an extra $100.
I'm not going on those.
Just have your snow bunny with you.
That's what he wants. That's what he likes.
Just have a nobody outfit. Shit.
White girl.
Let's keep this thing centered. Let's keep this thing centered on basketball and the conversation at hand. I'm gonna ask you, Gil. Now that your Doritos, you finished. You finished with your Doritos. But Gil, in your opinion, Gil's Arena, summer vibes. What's more important, being a vocal leader?
Oh, we're going back to the leadership. That's all we got. No.
Let's go to it.
No, I'm not going. No, we're going to go to something different. I'm not in this.
I can't believe y'all.
I'm not in this. Let's go to another one.
I'm thrown back.
What are you throwing?
Go to another one. Go on to another question.
I'm thrown back.
Hey, we got where the mostly fans at? The mostly fans.
I'm thrown back. I'm perplexed.
Okay, we'll talk about leadership, but we're going to change the topic up a little bit. So we just announced that Kobe's getting his statue unveiled. So let's take it back to the Lakers.
Oh, you know what?
It's summer vibes. It's the offseason, ladies and gentlemen. We have to keep y'all entertained.
I just know now that since I didn't play in
We are all friends on this show.
that are of NBA, got it.
We were all turned up at the Tacoma Courtyard Marriott downtown during the Eritrean Festival. Y'all couldn't leave the hotel because she was too turned up. We banded together. But let's talk about the Lakers during the Kobe and Shaq era. So, beginning of that era, obviously Shaq is the leader of that team, right? Kobe now catches up, starts to have issues with Shaq's work ethic and all that different type of stuff going on. So how hard is it for a leader to relinquish that role to another player on the team? Gil, Bert Arenas.
Yeah, talk.
I was. As soon as you started talking about leadership, I faded back out. I wanted my Doritos. All right, can you ask it again? All right, I'll come back. Ask it again.
So we're talking about the Kobe and Shaq era Lakers, right? So Shaq kind of looked at Kobe as little bro. You know, got him very early on in his career. Kobe eventually took on a leadership role, became just as essential to that team, you could argue, as Shaq. But how hard is it for somebody like Shaq in that leader position to relinquish that role to somebody else on the team?
I mean, you can't relinquish it. Someone has to earn it.
Yeah, but I'm saying if Kobe's now stepping up, can you have multiple leaders on the team, or who's
You
that?
can have multiple leaders, but it's who's following who, right?
Yeah, that's the point.
And a team like that, that team was divided. Even trainers were divided on who was going. Like, if this is real shit, the trainer who worked on Shaq couldn't work on Kobe, and Kobe's trainer and medical part couldn't work on Shaq.
Why?
Because that's the way those two was working.
Really?
Like, if you go and touch him, you can't touch me, right? And that's really how it was divided. So it's like when Kobe felt that he was in power, we seen what his power did. Get rid of him, and if you get rid of him, take him with you, right? Leadership is basically who can follow, who has the path to the promised land, right? It's not necessarily the strongest, the loudest. It's who's smart enough to get the team to where they're supposed to get. Who has the IQ to lead men? Who's basically technically the smartest strategic person on the team is usually who the leader is. And that's just, so you can be the leader. I can be the leader one year and a better fit comes in and everyone's gravitating to him. That's just.
But from an ego standpoint, are you going to be willing to give that up if you feel like you should be that leader?
There's nothing to give it up. You get it taken. There's nothing you can do. Like, KG was the leader one year until Sam Cassell got there. Paul Pierce is the leader of Boston until KG got there, right? Ray Allen was a leader where he was. They all came together, and then out of the three, one decided, hey, I am the vocal leader. Yeah, we're going through. He's the main guy that we're gonna go through, but I'm the one who's leading. I'm the one who's. You have a defensive leader, you have an offensive leader. Like a football, you have the quarterback, and then you have someone on the defensive end that's leading, right? So it just depends on the makeup of the team.
So Rashad, you play for KG. What made KG special in terms of leadership? We see the videos, him cussing dudes out, yelling, and that can have an impact on dudes. We've seen it with CP3, other guys. Some guys can't handle that. They can't deal with that. So playing with a guy like KG, how long did it take you, or take you for him to earn your respect and just that respect of the team? Was it instant walking in there, you knew right away, this is Tickett's team, and we're going to do whatever the fuck he says?
1,000%. Because I was a leader on my team when we won the championship. So I knew exactly what it was to follow a leader. He was the best player. The best player don't got to be vocal. He led by example in all the practices, the energy he brought, attention to detail, like you said, being the smartest player, knowing the schemes, knowing the operation of the whole organization, but not having to actually go and say all this shit and waste energy on, telling guys what to do. Follow my lead, fall in line, be the guy, right? And he taught me all of the steps it took to be the leader on that level. So when he left, I became the team captain, and I was next to Al Jefferson, who came in as our best player, but he wasn't the vocal guy, right? So he led by example, and it was up to me to be the vocal guy. So it was definitely that transfer of power, understanding how to play second tier, but also how to be the leader when you're out there on the floor and lead by example. I'm saying, and that's something that KG always exhibited, and that's why when he went to Boston, I still believe it was still Paul Pierce being the leader, but he fell in line as the number 2 being the vocal.
Really?
Because he knew how to vocalize and be the anchor on the defensive end, and it didn't necessarily say that he was the leader of the team, he was the leader of the defense. He led the most important aspect of the Boston Celtics.
You think Kevin Garnett would agree with you that a guy on the bench can't be a leader?
Nobody has to agree with anything.
I'm asking you a question.
I just answered it. Nobody has to agree with anything.
I said, do you think, Kevin
No one
Garnett,
has
right?
to agree with anything.
Well, I can answer that.
Yeah.
When I was in Golden State, when I wasn't playing, right, Mark Jackson was taking me to the gym every single day, when I was depressed, getting me better.
He was still hooping at that.
Yeah, he was still hooping, but he was like going through a calf. He was calf strain, so he wasn't playing too, but he was working with me every single day, right? He wasn't playing, but in my eyes, I only listened to him.
He was
I didn't
leading
listen.
you.
I didn't listen to anyone else.
He was leading
So when
you.
I came into the game, and even though Antoine, Larry, even though they was the guys, they couldn't tell me shit, right? Because you didn't earn my
Your ear.
right? And even my second year there, like you didn't earn my ear from me, so I was rogue, right? When Antoine won 6-man and Antoine came back, to when I got to Washington, that first year, Stackhouse was the leader of the team, even though he wasn't there. He was just the dude, the alpha, the dude of the team. That following year, Antoine came and Antoine took on the leadership. Him and Larry never said a word. Like Larry never said a word, but when he did talk, we listened. But he never said anything. So, like, I was never actually a leader of the team. Like, I was never yet in position, I'm looking at the older guys as the leaders. I'm just the best player. I'm the face of this team.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do what I do. You're gonna tell these other players what to do. If it makes sense to me, I'll follow what you're saying. So if I'm shooting too much, I'll look. And if he be like, yo, pass the ball around, bet.
Are you arguing or are you just doing it?
Just doing it. Because like I said, Larry and them wasn't gonna
Right.
say nothing to me unless it was the betterment for the team.
And look,
Because I mean, what I'm saying is, I worked my ass off. I was the example of working, right? But telling others what to do wasn't, I didn't. That wasn't my strengths. That was Larry Hughes and that was Antoine's strengths to put them together. I just played basketball.
+3, Miko.
Why?
what?
You just said what I said.
What?
That there's a way to lead and not be the star player. There's also a way to lead, not to lead and be the star player. There's multiple people that can be leaders, and it doesn't always have to do with the talent.
Yeah, okay, so like Allen Iverson, right? Eric Snow was the leader of the team.
Thank you. Thank you.
I talked to AI.
+3, Miko.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know if that's
I'm
your
sure it
point.
doesn't.
I
Yeah,
was
it
eating
is.
chips.
That is my point. You just proved it, and it's okay. We can keep it moving. I know I was right when I said it, and we can move on now.
But I mean, you talk about those teams, right? And I never got a chip. Mm-hmm. So even looking at your own experience, do you ever regret not taking more of a leadership role as that star player?
Back then the league was older, right? I'm 25 years old, right? We're young. We don't have, right, a 25-year-old leader when you have 30, 32, 29, 29. That doesn't make sense, right? Like they're gonna follow my lead on how I play.
Okay.
But to tell someone to do something, no.
They're gonna do what?
They're gonna follow my lead on how I play.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, I'm not the leader.
Can I say something?
Sure.
The leader doesn't choose whether he's the leader or not.
We know that.
So, regardless of how you feel about leading or being the leader, you were the leader.
He was a leader.
You were the leader.
A
I
leader.
wasn't even a captain.
You were the leader.
A leader.
It's not about captains. It's not about none of that. Like you're the
Yes, it is.
you're the
It is
face
about
of the
that.
franchise. It goes as you go.
But that's not considered a leader.
Thank you.
To you. you.
To the world.
To you.
To anyone.
To the world.
No, because we can only speak from our own perspectives, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I disagree that the leader does not pick whether they're the leader or not.
Nobody said that.
So Eric Snow, people saying him being the leader, even AI saying Eric was the leader, the team went as Allen Iverson went. The team goes as the best player goes. They lead by example. And if you don't carry the team, the team cannot go.
But who's the best player following?
It's not even about that.
It is.
No, it's not.
Because if you're looking at Allen Iverson as the leader, you're following Allen Iverson, but Allen Iverson's listening to Eric Snow, then Eric Snow is actually the leader. You're just not
We're
looking
not
at
talking about listening or vocalizing anything, Gilbert. I'm talking about leading by example. You showing up your work ethic.
You're just talking about the best player.
No, I'm talking about your work ethic.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about everything you put into the game has everything to do with leading by example. You don't have to say you don't have to say anything.
Well, then that contradicts everything you said about Kevin Durant.
Thank you.
What did I say about Kevin Durant? We asked the question.
When y'all was saying Kevin Durant wasn't a leader, but he's the hardest.
We never said he wasn't the leader, bro.
You did. You said
we asked, who has he made better?
Oh, God.
What I'm saying is, I work out 3 times a day. No one else did.
Bro,
so they wasn't following me.
So listen, that's not, you're moving the goalpost.
So wait, hold on. You've been in the NBA, right? We've been in the NBA, right? So if your best player, like let's say Kobe, right? We'll take this Laker team. He's the best player. He leads by example. But if none of the kids are following him, right? They're not following him. They're clubbing every night because they're following someone else who's at the club, who's at the strip club every single night. Who is technically the leader of that pack?
Gosh, bro, how does that not make him the leader?
Because no one's following him. No one's listening to him.
So does that make
they don't even
him,
want him on the team anymore.
So do we win without Kobe Bryant?
It don't matter. If no one's following him, is he... By your theory, if no one's...
By my theory, I've already spoke on this. If you're not following me as a leader, get they ass out of here and get me in guys who are going to follow our lead.
You just...
That's what happened.
But then you're not a leader. If you have a crew that's there and they're not following you...
That means they don't want to win.
No, they just don't want to follow you.
They just want to follow you. You're not...
So, but if we're winning when people are following me, what does that say?
Wait, hold on. So
what if that's not good enough?
What I'm saying, if you have two men, right here, and one has championship and one knows how to talk to his team, right? And you say, all right, 12 men, follow the one you want to follow. And everyone follows the dude who knows how to talk to them, and they don't follow the one with 4 championships, who's actually the leader of that group.
So Kobe won 3 championships, right? And then he comes in, he wants to win 2 more with the team that he has. They have a decision to make. They can follow him, because he's led by example. He's won. He's won championships. So these guys that are coming in have 2 options. Follow me or don't follow me. But if you don't follow me, we will not win, because I need my other guys on this floor. I'm the leader. I'm the leader.
But you're calling yourself a leader, but no one's following you. So
how are you the leader?
So how are we going to win?
It don't matter. You're changing. You're saying
it's not about how am I the leader if they're deciding.
Then everyone's a leader.
Yes.
In your theory.
Then.
Hold on. That means everyone's a theory. That means if I have a group and I say I'm the leader, I'm the captain of this team, and nobody wants to follow me.
Kobe Bryant never said that he's the. We're not. And
then I get rid of them.
Why are you putting words in my mouth?
And then I get rid of them to get new people. Then keep getting people who's going to follow.
You're saying all this to prove your point. No, that's not what I'm saying, Gilbert. That's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying Kobe Bryant is the leader. He leads by example. The same things that you went in and watched him do, the same things that helped you become a better player, watching his work ethic. When you watch that work ethic, he's leading by example. So when you follow that, you see success. You see success from that. And with his teams, when they won those 2 championships with the Lakers, those guys decided to follow him.
Follow him, okay.
And what happened?
What happens when you don't?
We don't know. We don't, because they won. No. They won.
So how about after that?
They wasn't guys that were able to raise their play to win, but they knew he was the leader. It didn't take away from his leadership.
What I'm saying is you're saying that.
How do you not know what I'm saying right now?
Follow the leader. I hear what you're saying.
But you don't.
You're saying
but you don't.
The leader. And I'm saying that year when Kobe had the team, all those Nick Youngs, all those young kids wasn't following
Yes,
Kobe.
they were.
No, they weren't.
What were they doing?
Following each other.
Their own thing.
Oh my God. So why would they all go on podcasts and they're saying that Kobe was our leader?
Because people say anything.
Why are they saying that?
But if they're saying the leader, but they're not following him, which one is it?
What do you mean? It's not up for us to decide that. Which one is it? You trying to do all that to prove your point?
I'm not trying to prove a point.
Yes, you are. But you're
prove what you're saying.
No, you're not. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
If no one's listening to me, we can get rid of him and get
He's not talking, Gilbert. It ain't about listening to him. If he's leading by example.
Did you just say that?
No, I didn't.
If they're not listening, we can get rid of them.
They're not following.
Okay, so they're not.
There's nothing about listening. You
was
keep
the goalpost on you.
you keep putting your shit into something. I'm not even saying that.
If they're not, so can a leader not be followed then?
Oh my
No.
gosh.
You
Well,
cannot.
let him answer his own question.
Can a what?
A leader not be followed by men. Can he be a leader, but no one follows him?
Gilbert, what kind of question is that?
Just
Listen to yourself ask that question.
can he be a leader,
That's
but
a
no one
fucking
follows?
rhetorical question.
Answer it.
Do you not hear yourself asking that
hear
question?
it.
Can a leader, say it again.
If he's a leader, one is a leader, but no one follows him, is he a leader?
That was fast.
I can't believe I keep getting older, but you still look the same.
I can.
Flexible financing for healthcare and more of what life throws your way with Care Credit.
Life is about timing, and yours isn't very good.
You don't look like a killer.
No? I have killer looks.
The Equalizer 3, rated R, in theaters September 1st.
So basically, he's saying
I want him to answer.
he ain't gonna answer it because it's gonna trap him.
Trap me.
Yes.
I just want to know,
Answer.
if he's a leader, if he considers himself a leader, he's the lead dog, but no one wants to follow him, is he considered a leader?
Absolutely still, yes.
Okay.
It's those guys who are not, they don't want to follow him.
Okay.
It's their decision to make.
Okay,
It doesn't not make him a leader because they don't want to follow, because other guys can come in and follow him. Well, what that do then? Let's ask that question. What happens when the new guys come in and they follow him?
So you get rid of...
No.
So you get
Let's
rid of
ask the
guy.
question.
So you get rid of
Just
the
can you
guy.
answer my
So
question?
that means everyone's a
I'm not
leader.
asking about getting rid of. I'm saying
So
if there's
everyone's a
a new
leader.
pack of guys that come in,
So everyone's a leader.
can I ask you? Can you answer the question?
Yes, everyone's a leader then.
No, I'm not. No, you're not answering the question.
Okay, let me answer your question.
The new guys come in and
the
start
new
following.
guys.
Does that make him a leader?
Yes, if they follow him.
Okay, that's all we need to go. Can we go to the next thing?
So everyone's a leader.
no, everyone's
Yes.
not.
'Cause if you're not-
everyone's
Thank
not
you.
a leader.
If you're not- If I can just remove people that
point
don't
is
want to follow me
proven.
and bring people that want to follow me, I become a leader. Everyone becomes a leader then.
No, everyone doesn't, because everyone's not in a position for you to move them out and follow me.
But I mean, also as a point too, as a leader, even if you have guys who are following you, but they can't deliver on the court, right? Then you're gonna get new people in there.
Yeah.
No sense.
Right, but what?
Oh my
I'm just
God.
saying, if I'm the leader and I got people following me, but they're not accomplishing what we need to accomplish, like somebody could look at Kobe and try to do all that same shit, but they go on the court. I'm not gonna name any players on those Laker teams, but they can't play to that level.
Example. They can't deliver the example.
Yeah, exactly. Like so I think from what
That's
you're
not
saying,
what you're saying though.
but if
It is what I'm saying.
Kobe,
How
I
you
can
need to
get
tell me
in.
what I'm saying?
Because we're hearing what you're saying.
Because you're not listening.
I'm listening to every word you're saying.
No, you're not.
what
You're
I'm saying.
interpreting in your mind as I'm talking. You can't wait to talk. You're not digesting what I'm saying. You're like, oh, can't wait for him to talk so I can prove him wrong.
Actually,
This is what you do.
He
I'm
was
listening to
literally
It's what
just
you
listening.
do.
I'm listening to every word.
Bro,
you're
it's
saying.
what you do, bro.
I'm listening to every word you're
It's
saying.
so, man, that shit
You're
is crazy,
saying
bro.
a leader
Leads
if
by
no-
example.
Cool, but if no one follows him and he can get rid of those people and
It has
and get
nothing
new
to
group,
do with him being a leader.
and get new group, he can become a leader. So
No.
in that theory, everyone technically become a leader.
How is technically-
All they just need is people that can follow them. If you're not following me today, I can get rid of you and bring someone who's going to follow me. Now I'm considered a leader.
Not everyone.
But you're not gonna
Not
consider
everyone can get rid of people to come in and follow them, Gilbert. Not everyone. Eric Snow can't get rid of a team and say, "Come in and follow me." He can't because he can't lead. Because he can't lead by example.
Because he's a different kind of leader. There's more
now
than
we're-
one,
now
like
we're-
I
now
said.
we're putting the person
Yeah.
who no one wants to follow.
You just said everyone
giving
can be a
them power,
leader.
too.
You just said everyone can be a leader.
By your theory.
How is it by my theory?
Okay, let's try.